is part 2 of our trip to family camp. If you missed the first one, I'll link it here. So it is now Saturday morning. After we got up this morning, we went to the Blue Butterfly Cafe, and that was really cool. Got to see some different people there and some other Trim Healthy Mama people, and got some drinks and breakfast there. What did you think of your food?
It was pretty good. I liked it. I'd say, yeah, it was good. It was breakfast.
So anyways, we're now gonna go, we're gonna pick up some food for this next week. Just because I'm, like I said earlier, I'm doing a bunch of my own meals. I'm sorry this is so shaky. We were gonna get a phone or a camera mount in the vehicle, but it ended up not coming in time, the one mount we got. So anyways, we're gonna go to Walmart next and get some food. Turkey's been doing pretty good. He's thankfully, see if we can show you there. He's out. So that's good. It's hard when you're a little man and you're missing all your naps, getting them all at the wrong times, and everything's quite exciting and not like normal at all, so. But yeah, he's doing pretty good. This trip would typically take about 14 hours, but because we had a detour to go see some friends, as well as seeing our grandparents, stopping again. We just picked up Walmart groceries. Spent a whole ton, more than we would like to, but had the little one.
Oh, sure. Thanks.
And then the next stop is going to be camp. You know, one reason that we brought our siblings along was for their help. Putting Betsy to work. I'm kind of kidding. But they have been awesome. It's been awesome having them around to help with stuff. Well, we are here, we unpacked, we put everything away. I was able to put together make a salad and stuff for my supper. So this is what I'm having. I've got just a fresh salad, and it looks terrible on top, but it's that Mamma Mia meatloaf. So I'm gonna be having that for my supper, and then I grabbed there's some popcorners in a bag. But anyways, we are just about to get the electric bites and head over for supper. I'm not sure how much we're going to show from this week, but we'll kind of try to show you a little bit off and on. And we'll see what happens, see what footage we catch. But right now the two kids are both sleeping, so I need to wake them up. And it's time to head over for dinner. So not sure when we're going to check in next, maybe after the evening session, I'm not sure. There's always kind of a fun opening session at camp, so looking forward to that. As soon as we unloaded everything, we got the bikes and we decided to take them out for a little test run on some of the trails around the lake.
Come on, Turkey.
Good job. Yeah.
We've ridden about 4 miles now, and we're doing pretty good. Dirk and Sheila are happy in the back there, and that's what my odometer says. So that's
5
probably
miles?
4 miles. I think I reset it when we got to the house.
Oh yeah.
And so yeah, and we've got people with us that don't have e-bikes, so it's tough on them. I mean, it's harder for them than it is for us, even though it's hard for us. They do have pretty nice trails here, but they are pretty sandy. But so far, it's definitely seems like it's nice to have the electric bikes. Mind if I open this up?
If you want to.
Because I can't really see.
They had a large recreational room which we got to spend a good bit of time in the evenings especially, and enjoy the coffee shop. My siblings also taught us a new game called Assets. That was really fun.
Is your banana? Is it cut?
Notice how he was crowding me. You see how the relational dimension is taken because I've invested in him consistently. Now, if he comes in a little tight, he doesn't react to the reproof. He understands that reproof for life is the way of life. I have so much love and appreciation for you all because I believe that there's a revival in America. It started with you folks 20 years ago or more. It started with parents starting to take responsibility for their marriages and for their children to raise up a generation. It's not going to be the instantaneous revival that everybody wants because it won't last. It's got to be substance-based relationships where marriages hang together, families grow one another, and children have the substance to work and prove themselves, prove their faith in relationship to the gospel. It cannot. See that? There. There he goes. Good. Notice that he wanted to be rewarded because he obeyed me with a bad attitude. And now he licks and chews. He's not rebellious. He's ignorant. But the symptoms look the same. Many a child does things that are not pleasing to you, not because they're rebellious, but because they really don't know what you want them to do, and you've jumped a cog in your training. So I step back. Oh. It's kind of like teaching math to a child or teaching school when they get that deer in the headlight look. And you get angry and upset and frustrated because, hello, you've told them this so many times over, they should have this, and you wonder about getting them a mental health tech. So remember this, friends, whenever there's a crisis, always lower your expectations. Never lower your standards. So remember, our children are for our benefit more than the other way around. Because you notice how he leads. He wants to be in harmony because in harmony, he had fellowship. When he was out of harmony, he had control. But he was insecure. Every child in the world wants to be secure. And they need someone to love them enough and know them how to build security in their life. And it has nothing to do with telling them you love them and give them everything they want. It has to do with setting boundaries that help them to achieve the things they can't achieve without you.
Lou Sterrett spoke a couple times out in the corral and also in one of the main camp meetings. And it was very interesting to watch how he worked with his horse and correlated that with relationships, family relationships, and just child rearing and stuff like that.
Okay, so we just finished the evening session and my husband's gonna play in a Frisbee tournament. So it's probably gonna be kind of cold outside, so I'm gonna heat up some of that hot chocolate that I made back home and heat that up. I'm taking my hair down to help me stay warmer, but I'm gonna take that in a thermos, so I'll show you how I do that.
In hindsight, I probably should not have added the MCT oil to the mix. It kind of made it hard and clumpy, and it was a little trickier to mix it, but I guess that's a pro tip. So if you saw my other video where I added the MCT oil and vanilla, that would make sense, I guess. It's in the first video, which I can link.
this is the pre-game, okay? How do you guys feel? How do you feel?
Tears and the sweat and the
Yes, and the victory,
and the anger.
and before the victory. No, the victory. No.
I feel very nervous, but kind of excited to actually play. I just want to get out there.
Yeah. Just like bring it on, right? You're like, just let's do it. Yeah. What's happening right now?
They're practicing. They are practicing to win, and I am supporting them. I would be a cheerleader right now, but I think it would distract them too much. Lydia, do you think they'll win?
I don't know. They have some sort of choice. Maybe, hopefully, the first game they'll win, and they'll probably want to get out before the last game.
I'm hoping they win. I'm supporting them.
They got this orange tape, so hopefully that will help
I
them be
have
able to spot each other. It is amazing. I can actually see like the people in dark.
Yeah.
They really stand out way better.
Royal does really.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, everybody.
My husband organized a Frisbee team and put together a group of about 12 friends and family. They played a total of 2 games, and overall everyone said they had a lot of fun. They didn't end up moving on, but they enjoyed themselves. Here's a few clips from that.
The second phase of the training.
Go, 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 go! Come on, come on! Here you go, guys! Don't stop running!
Here you go! Here.
So Hope and Elaine are going to be in this round. What we're going to do, Elaine is going to catch it. He's going to throw it to me.
I should have determined who I was watching beforehand. Okay, smart passes! Come on! Send it back. Yeah! Good job. Come on. No, it's fine. It's fine. That's fine.
So yeah, we decided to do the 5K race. I knew I would not be able to run it. I hadn't been able to prepare for it, just with everything leading up to the trip. And so this is the extent of the running we did pretty much. There's a clip further on where I actually thought we were almost at the end, and that's why I decided to run. But for the most part, I knew I couldn't just go crazy, and so from the beginning, we decided we would walk the majority of it. At one point, there was a whole group of hogs that went running across the path, and that was kind of fun to see. And we actually weren't that close to the end. There were a bunch of people behind us still, so that was kind of nice.
Oh wow, you got a lot of energy at the last. I'm getting you on video.
For a second.
Go. Smile, Krista. Say something positive.
I don't think I'm gonna die, but close.
So, we are doing this 5K, and we're about probably 3/4 done, so we just have to finish. You wanna say something? The heavy breathing was all she said. I mean, how we think we probably could have finished faster, but Krista took time and took her shoes off. I don't know. We could have finished 30 seconds sooner.
What? You want to say your time?
It was 58:11.
What was your time?
What happened to you?
37:59.
Wiley, what was your time?
24:29.
Nice.
What was it?
24:29. I think I was fourth.
We didn't have access to campfires during the week, but it was absolutely lovely to go to my sister and brother's campsite and go have breakfast with them one morning. It was nice to just kind of sit, just chill and hang out, talk, catch up on all the family stuff.
Big Texas Family Camp, welcome to our beloved Buckaroos, Wranglers, special guests, and Cowboy and Cowgirl staff riding their magnificently splendid Chargers in the 2022 Family Camp Stick Horse Radio!
Good, we're gonna come this way. Come this way, Arabian Steed. Oh, you fine specimen, you. Let's pick up a left lead, go in a circle here. Left lead, there we go. I'm telling you.
Wow, look at that.
And this steed can change leads. Let's go the other direction. Oh my goodness, see how good he is? He's a fine specimen.
That's incredible.
Whoa.
We had a neat opportunity to be able to help put together some scripture booklets. These were, I believe it was John and Romans in Spanish, and they were going to be sent internationally. So we got to help with the collating process, spent a bit of time there. They also showed us some of the boxes they had going out. I don't remember how many they did, but there was a ton that were put together during the week that we were there. This was just a small portion of the week that we spent doing this. It was neat to be part of the volunteer group that went and put together these booklets.
Here, whoa. Hold it like this. Watch. Hold it. This. And then. Woo! Oh! You got it, Turkey. No, let him pick it up. Well, I guess if you want to throw it, go ahead. All right, Turkey. Come on. Woo!
Hello. Hi. So we came down to the lake to have a little picnic. We ate most of our lunch up at the main building, and then we were like, we should take some of our food down to the lake. So that's where we are right now. So far this week has been really good, but also very exhausting. Thankfully there's not a lot going on in the afternoon, so we've been able to take naps and stuff. So that's been good. But yeah, Dirk's been getting very worn out, all the attention from his aunts and uncles that are here as well, which is really fun. But we thought it'd be nice just to kind of take some quiet time by the lake. Didn't we, Turkey? Yeah. So tonight we're very excited. Eric Ludy's going to be speaking from Ellerslie. We still have a couple days of camp left, so we're trying to not get sick. There's some bugs going around. Some people have had stuff, or different ones are complaining of sore throats, but hopefully we don't catch anything. We're hoping, huh, Turkey? We brought our medicine, our vitamins and stuff. Hopefully that prevents stuff. But it's been good to meet different people, be able to see people that we know already, and just an encouraging, exhausting, awesome time. Hasn't it been fun? Yeah. So that's been great.
There's no hope for this country. The economy is a ticking time bomb. It's about to blow. I've lost all vision for my life. How do I plan for a future in which I'm in prison? Isn't it interesting the darkening, dampening effect that such thoughts can have? It doesn't matter what happens in this life. If they stick you behind prison bars, you do not need to focus on the mud. Lift your chin and focus on the stars. Not to fear, not to forebode, but to smile or to laugh at the days to come. That's a special statement and a great meditation.
the activities they had for families to do is to go eat breakfast or eat food, have a picnic at the bluff. So this morning we went out. It's Thursday morning.
It was hard to find, and
It's
they
very
were
hard
bluffing.
to find. So anyways, we found them. It's kind of interesting, the formations out here.
Go over there.
The rock formations. I'll give you guys a glimpse of it.
Go
But
show
we
'em.
just had our breakfast over at the picnic tables. And we'll show you the rest of the place.
We were trying to get out and do a lot of different things because they had this little passport book, and if you completed all the activities in them, then you could be entered for a drawing for lodging for the following year. And so this was one of the things. You needed to come out here to the bluff. So at the last minute, we were trying to cram everything in. That's what you will hear me talk about in the next clip that's coming up. Some of the things that we had left to get marked off of our list.
Today we have trying out for canoe races. Curtis is gonna do that. Turkey, come here. And then we have to do disc golf as a family. Oopsie.
My siblings were part of a non-competitive volleyball team, and that was pretty neat. We went and got to watch them play a couple times. They had, I don't remember how many times they played, but they played at least 4 games, I believe. It was fun to watch and be able to cheer them on. Also, what you can imagine, at this point, we were getting kind of tired, so we, at least for me personally, I thoroughly enjoyed just sitting and watching them play. And then, of course, they had to get a team picture together to commemorate their volleyball tournament. My sister set up a booth for trade days. So she had these plant hangers. The plants were not for sale, but the hangers, the macrame hangers, she had made these with the wooden planks. Aren't those super cool? And then she also did these. Jesus Loves Me, this I know. She framed it, so she was selling those. And then she also has these cards that she painted. They're so pretty. I'll include a link with more info in the description if you want to check it out. She has an online location where you can purchase stuff, but it was fun to go out there and to see her set up. But aren't those so pretty? Then she also had my mom's calendars, which if you have seen those, you'll know those are pretty neat too. I'll have a link to the website for those as well in the description. It was neat to walk around and see all the other vendors at trade days. There was a lot of homemade things, a lot of handcrafted stuff, food and used items and just all kinds of stuff. On Thursday, we went out. I wasn't going to do a canoe race or participate, but it ended up my husband needed someone to go with him, and his brother had already competed, so we decided to do it together. It took us about a minute and I believe 49 seconds to do it. He had told me not to work too hard, but I was like, hey, we're trying out, why not? You know, at least try. So anyways, we ended up getting knocked out of the competition by like 2 seconds. And then later that day, for the closing activity event, they had games down by the lakefront. So we went down there later in the day, had supper, hamburgers, that kind of thing, and then they put on quite the fireworks show. I hope you guys don't mind. If you don't like seeing fireworks, you can skip this part. It was so cool. We packed everything up Friday, then bright and early Saturday morning we headed off home. It made for a very long day because we left about a bit before 5:30, I want to say, and then drove all day. On the way home, we decided to stop at Costco because it's not exactly the closest to our place, so we thought, well, why not go ahead and get a Costco haul, which I'll have in the next week's video. You can see what we got there.
Turkey. Oh, now he's in it. We were able to complete the 5K race. We were not the first ones to cross the line, but we were not the last ones, so that was a blessing. There were, I would say, a big, good-sized group behind us, even though most of the people finished before us. But we took it easy. And next year, if we practice, I would hope to be in the, try to actually, I don't know, place in our categories, but we'll see how that goes. The 5K race was kind of around the lake, around the edge of the lake, and then back into the woods, and then anyway, around. And it was kind of fun to do that. We also got one of the other things that was fun to do. We did ride our e-bikes quite a bit around the property.
Yes.
Started to learn the strengths and weaknesses of our bikes. Overall, my bike, I think, is a little bit better quality than Chris does. Would you agree? You'd agree? Yeah. Yes? Okay, good. And
we did discover too, when you don't ride when you haven't ridden bikes for a long time, you have to redevelop calluses or stuff. So that was kind of a, we're like, oh yeah, I forgot about this. Yeah. If you're curious to know how long it would take somebody to walk a 5K, you can ask us and we'll tell you. But that's a minor detail in the larger scheme of things.
A fast walk.
I did feel very grateful that we were able to do it, and I probably could have gone a lot faster, but I knew I would have gotten pretty burned out, and I would have been tired for like the rest of the day or the next couple days, which I still was tired, but I didn't want to be too crazy about it. So yeah, just walked it with Curtis and then his sister-in-law. So.
As this video comes to an end, I just wanted to share one thing that really stood out to me from one of the camp meetings was when Eric Ludy talked about smiling at the future, how it says in scripture about the Proverbs 31 woman that she laughed at the future, and just how there's so much that God has in store for us, and there's no reason to sit back and to be gloomy and depressed. No, now's the time to invest in the future, invest in our kids, and to plan and to not just give up hope, because we know God's in control. Thank you for coming along. I look forward to sharing a cooking and cleaning video with you guys next week. We'll see you then.